So because I was so incredibly brain dead and so tired by the time that New Year's came around, me and my buddy, it was like, we had like 5 people over and we played Jackbox.
Let's go. Jackbox is so fun for like 40 minutes.
Yeah. That's like, you're like, okay, cool. Can we stop doing the improv ones now here? Like,
you're just exhausted.
You're like, why do I have to be funny during this game? I hate the funny. You have to be funny games.
I hate Cards Against Humanity.
I hate Cards Against Humanity.
I don't like Quiplash.
Yep.
It's too stressful.
That's what we were playing Quiplash.
It's so stressful.
Funny's my day job.
Yeah.
I'm here to relax.
Yeah, exactly. You know? I want to unwind and just not be funny at all. I got a text after hanging out with my friends from high school in New York from this girl.
I forgot how funny you were.
I got some of that.
Nice.
Which is hype. But I got a text and she was like, hey, feel free to not answer this if this is an invasive question, but do you feel pressure to like always be on when in a group setting? And I was like, could you tell? Could you feel my desperation? Is that why?
Wow.
Yeah, what an
Is that a fucking read?
Yeah, boy, is it.
I think that would send me into a spiral. I'm actually very proud of you for pulling out of that because I would 100% say that applies to both of us.
Yeah.
And whether it's with friends or with like fans and all that we meet in like public spaces, we're like if you meet us, we're not gonna be like, hi, nice to meet you.
Oh, for sure.
Like, we're just so tired. Like, you have to be like, oh my God, I'm so, like, you have to be so fucking top of your energy. And so it's definitely something that I was literally talking about with the people I went to Vegas with because I was like the jester.
Right,
People kept trying to walk onto our table. I was bouncing them. I was like inviting some people on, giving them shots. Like some people were leaving. I was buying bottles and they're like, oh my God, I love this guy. And then the next day everyone calls me at like 11. They're like, where are you at? And I was like, we're charging. Like, you don't understand how much effort this is.
I know. She texted me like after this party, like 4 a.m. and it's like, by the way, do you ever feel the need to put on a performance for people socially? And I was like, hey, what are you, my medication?
Yeah, like fucking, that is not a 4 a.m. to also you up. Yo, might psychoanalyze you later. It's like fucking pump the brakes there.
Yeah, I love a you up text followed by like, hey, do you feel like your father had a negative impact on your childhood?
Hey, do you ever feel like the loss of that loved one is the reason that you're up texting me this late at night? And you're like, I don't fucking know.
You up, wink. By the way, do you ever feel enough?
Yeah.
No, but I am hard.
Yeah, I was like, do you want to validate me? What are we doing here?
But yeah, wild New Year's all around.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Should we, in terms of structuring this podcast, I saw like every fucking movie that's come out in the past month.
Do you want to do your Sonic 3? Do you want to do your Sonic 3?
Do you want a Sonic 3? Do you want a Good Girl? Do you want a Nosferatu? Do you want to...
You saw Nosferatu, you son of a bitch.
I saw it on Christmas night.
I want to see that so badly.
It's pretty good. It's ghoulish.
I like ghouls.
Yeah.
I like Robert Eggers.
I saw Mufasa, like the worst movie I've seen in years.
Why would you see that? Why? Did you get your fucking AMC A-list pass back?
Oh, I got it.
Yeah?
Oh, I'm an A-lister, baby.
Oh, and you're just like trying to see every movie the second it comes out?
I was just like, I'm home. It's like, hey, I'm like scheduling appointments with people I went to high school with. And it's like, what do you want to do? Let's see Nosferatu. I also
so
love
you don't have to talk to them. That would,
yeah, exactly.
Well played.
I also love a Christmas movie. It feels bad. It feels like you're not supposed to be there. The employees don't want to be there.
So you go to the movie theaters on Christmas?
Yeah, Christmas night.
Yeah, the employees don't want to be there.
No, they don't want to be there at all.
That's not a business that needs to be open on Christmas.
No,
that is an elective. That's not like a fucking grocery store.
Yeah.
That is an elective business that is opened.
But I go and I buy out every seat to keep that shit open.
Absolutely, baby.
I was also Christmas night. I was real hungry. I did all the Christmas stuff. By the way, Christmas ends after presents. Anytime if I ever text you
presents. Like
early.
Like 11 a.m.
Yeah, 11 a.m. If I ever text you and I'm like, hey, you want to do something Christmas night? And you're like, sorry, can't till like 10 p.m. The fuck are you doing till 10 p.m.? Christmas ends after presents.
Christmas doesn't end after presents. Christmas ends at like 3:30.
Yeah.
So what you do is
after early dinner.
So it's like stockings.
Yeah.
And then it's like presents. And then it's like a breakfast-ish type thing. Yeah. And then it's you go outside, you throw a football around, somebody gets hurt. Somebody gets real fucking. Some uncle tries to run a route.
Someone's like brother-in-law, like
somebody or like a new boyfriend, absolutely lays a truck stick on a fucking kid or something.
Yeah.
Like, a kid gets hurt trying to catch a football.
Yeah.
I only know this. I didn't experience this myself. But I would occasionally go to other people's houses for Christmas because I come from a very broken home. But this Christmas, I was walking my dogs because me and Dorothy were just like sitting around vegetative because she got back on the 24th from China. And I saw the Asian family throwing a football around. And dad bumps back, zings one at a kid. Kid, by the way, this kid said hi to me before. Super nice, cute kid, like 12 years old. I just see him go like this, put his hands out, ball goes straight through him, whoop, straight in the throat. And he's like, and I was just, everyone's like, oh.
Just trying to cough his Adam's apple out. Like, yeah.
I'm a girl now. So that's it.
Yeah.
It's Christmas is presents, it's stockings,
Presents.
Christmas, or like breakfast, presents, football time, maybe sledding if there's like snow. Get out, do some like snow sports.
Come on, in this day and age,
I know, right?
snow on
if you're,
Christmas,
like,
you kidding me?
North Canada, maybe. And then it's like a 3 p.m. dinner, and then you're free.
And then it's Nosferatu.
Yeah.
But I was with my buddy Hayden, and we were so hungry. It was like 6. It was like 5:30. The movie's at like 7:30. We have a lot of time.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's go find something to eat.
Oh,
and we're driving.
I hate killing time with people, dude. Listen.
I'm catching up with this person.
That probably speaks to who I am as a friend.
say.
But if we don't have a direction for our hangout, like if we're at my house, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if we're just like, what do? I'm just like, you know what? We're not seeing the movie.
Well,
I'm trying
canceled.
I'm trying to buy us a sooner ticket. I can't kill time with people.
Oh, I love a dinner hang. I'm inviting people to dinner all the time. Yeah.
But it's not 2 hours.
Well, I was looking for a dinner.
Gotcha.
So we're looking for dinner. Nothing's open. We go to Chinese restaurants. They're all packed to the gills.
Yeah,
a lot of other people
it's all
don't
the
want
single people.
Yeah, it's all the single people. It's all the ghouls waiting to see Nosferatu.
Absolutely.
So then we go to a gas station, like a 7-Eleven.
Nice.
And this dude.
That's a place you can kill 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, apparently this dude, he's like a 30-year-old like Indian guy with like a thick accent, which like.
Do it.
I won't.
What's it sound like though?
I'm just painting a picture.
Okay,
it just made what he is about to say funnier.
I'm just struggling to remember. Is it like British? Is that what he sounded like?
It's not like that.
He didn't sound like that. No.
It's like it's a bit like Scottish, but more Indian.
Okay, gotcha. Of course, good.
Yeah, it's like your famous Jamaican accent.
Oh,
but
mine.
with like a little pitch.
I learned from the best.
Yeah,
which
well,
is you.
So anyway,
you haven't worked in 2 weeks. You forgot.
Yeah,
it's an uphill struggle.
But so I'm at 7-Eleven, and we're like. They have no hot food. Usually 7-Elevens do have like chicken fingers or something. They have nothing.
Christ.
But they have all frozen food, and there's like a beat to hell fucking microwave. Like it just got out of filming Real Steel too.
Yeah.
And so
second Real Steel.
No, but the microwave would star.
The way I would have watched it immediately. The best news I've gotten this year, Den of Thieves 2 is coming out in like 3 days.
Den of Thieves. I don't even know it. It just cancels the recording.
You haven't seen The Den of Thieves?
No, I saw Carry On though. That was another one I saw.
Carry On fucking slaps.
Carry On's
getting so
sick.
much hate. Carry On's a fucking great movie.
Carry On is sick. It is TSA propaganda though.
Who gives a shit?
I give a shit. They're so mean.
The fucking Depart is it's propaganda. Who
Well,
cares?
that's fair. But so we're at 7-Eleven and we're talking to this guy and I'm like, hey, can we use this microwave? And he comes in, he's got his own like dinner, comes scrambling in and throws his plate in, like heats his thing up.
And he's like 35 minutes. He's like, it's not a good microwave.
Puts it in. Yeah, it is like 3 or 4 minutes. Like, and it's on a paper plate, like too high.
I don't think I've ever microwaved something for 4 minutes.
No, it's dangerous. He throws it in, and we're like, "Can we use that after you?" And he's like, "Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm drunk as hell." And I'm like, "Okay." And then he like grabs it from me. He takes I have Hot Pockets. Takes a box of Hot Pockets. He rips it open, takes it out, rips that open, and he's like, "You're not paying for this." And I'm like, I can. And he's like, I don't give a fuck. I'm high as hell. I'm like, all right, dude.
This is the raddest dude alive.
Yeah, he was sick. And then we're like waiting for his thing. He's like behind the counter. And he's like, we're like, yeah. So like, how long have you been working? And he's like, dude, like I just finished like a whole like one of the big glasses of whiskey. And Hayden was like, really? Can I get some? He's like, no, like the bottle, the bottle of whiskey. I was like,
so did you drive here? Did you?
Like, how'd you get it?
Yeah.
And then, but the best part,
Like, I don't even work here.
yeah,
I killed that guy.
I'm drunk as hell.
Yeah.
Like, but the best part is we're waiting for our thing. This woman comes in, she buys something, and then she's like, all right, thank you, Merry Christmas. And then he goes, yeah, I know. And then he turns and looks at me, and then he mouths the word, bitch. Like, looks me dead in the eye.
We gotta have this guy in the pod. Oh my god,
crazy.
this is my hero.
He like came like
He's like way too loud. He's like, what a fucking cunt.
what a bitch.
He's like, I haven't even picked up all my quarters yet.
Just really intensely just goes,
That's the way you guys bonded over over stolen frozen food. It's like these are my best fucking friends.
It was so funny, dude. Yeah. So next Christmas, go to a 7-Eleven. They want the company.
They absolutely. Yeah. Next Christmas. Yeah. The loneliest dude looking for like time and a half on Christmas.
Yeah.
Absolutely wants some company.
Drunk as hell.
He knew he had to Uber to work that day. He's like, I'm stealing whiskey off the shelf.
I should have been like, can I like have all the money in the register? Like,
he's like, yeah. He's just like, wheel the molten hot like center of a hot pocket at him. Like, I'll squirt it.
It's like a 60% chance he gives it to me and 40% chance he kills me.
Yeah.
Like,
that's better odds than Vegas.
Yeah, that's true.
A couple $100 and then you can go pay for a real dinner.
Yeah. But so we saw Carry On. You want to hear about Sonic though?
I want to hear about Sonic. I think our audience doesn't really give a shit about Carry On
or Baby Girl.
Well, I don't even know what Baby Girl is. Oh, is Baby Girl the one where it's like Nicole Kidman?
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm gonna fuck this young guy.
She's just getting domed by her intern the whole movie.
Yeah,
the soundtrack's awesome.
Imagine.
I'll play it. The soundtrack's so funny because it'll just be like, it's like a Euphoria kind of vibe. But it's like remixed moans, mostly. And so there'll just be scenes where she like at one point orders her a glass of milk at the bar. It's like across a bar. She's at a business meeting. Some milk comes to her, and they're all like, "What the hell is that? Who ordered that?" He's like eyeing her, and then she like picks it up and she like drinks it all in one go, and she like licks her lip, and then it cuts. She's like paying her tab at the bar, and he crosses over and he goes, "Good girl." And the soundtrack kicks in. It's like,
Who'd you watch this with?
like 7 people, and we all held hands.
I was gonna say
it was hot.
We brought a couple of blankies and we sat in the back row.
Yeah. But anyway, Sonic 3.
You ever had your pants off in a movie theater?
I had my pants off on a beach in a drive-in movie.
Okay.
Like where you bring your blanket out and you sit on the beach and there's the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're just up in your girlfriend's
you're just
like
fucking,
situation.
Reaching up and up and around, dog. Absolutely.
Yeah, high school's a wild time.
High school was a wild time, dude. I had the biggest fantasy of fucking in a movie theater for the longest time, and then I went to a porn movie theater with a girl in Montreal, and she got one of her nipple piercings infected. That's how dirty the place was.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was like there was
I bet.
There was like a watching area where like you would sit and you would like pretend not to jerk off, you jerk off. But we got a suite, and there was tarps everywhere.
This is crazy.
It was a great time.
It
wasn't a great time. It was terrifying.
I also had the fantasy of like fucking in a movie theater, but me and my girlfriend at the time were like too nervous and like weird about it.
Yeah.
And then we get out of the movie and we're like exiting, there's like a hallway kind of usually. We like go and we're the last people out and I just like toss her against the wall.
Nice.
And we're just like going at it.
Hell yeah, dog.
Publicly indecent.
Dude, me and Dorothy recently went to go see the Spy Family movie. And we were the only people in the theater, and I was like, we could fuck here. And then I was like, I remember seeing on TikTok, people were like, oh, there's a camera that points at the seats. And I was like, really? And I don't think that's true. That seems illegal.
Maybe it's for reactions.
But like, maybe, right?
So when you're watching a Paranormal Activity, it's like, ah!
So if I'm just busting Dorothy's shit down, like, I record that on
that's
my
like
own
in
phone.
the Paranormal Activity trailer. It's like, oh, like popcorn throw, and then just like you plowing Dorothy.
Fucking only jump scare is fucking me in the back row staring the guy 3 rows down dead in the eyes when he turns around.
So anyway, I saw Sonic 3.
Sonic 3.
We're both not fans of Sonic 1 and 2.
Hey, they're so objective. They're fine. It's just it's the Mario movie.
I think they're worse than fine.
I think they're fine.
They're flossing too much. The humor is just, they're some of the unfunniest movies I've seen.
Yes.
It's very much like grown-ass adult writing. It feels like a movie written by babies for babies, and I know that is an unpopular opinion.
Okay.
I know I'm coming in hot. People love these movies.
Here's my thing. I hate the main character. I hate
Sonic?
No, not Sonic. I hate the
Tim?
human. Yeah, I hate the Tim.
Tim is not the main character of Sonic.
I don't know, but he's like the vehicle.
That's like me being like, I hate the main character of Naruto, Sasuke.
Is he not the person who moves the plot forward?
It's Naruto. His name is Naruto.
I know, but Naruto's only doing shit because he's chasing after Sasuke.
I guess.
And Tim's the dude who's... I hate that he calls Sonic his son, too. That's always odd.
Yeah, I hate Sonic being this weird, like, 8-year-old to, like, 10-year-old, like, where he's like, I never had a dad that wasn't an owl. I hate that he's Ben whatever his name is, Ben Schwartz.
Yeah.
I love Ben Schwartz. I don't like him as Sonic.
Yeah.
He's not cool sounding. Sonic's supposed to sound cool.
Yeah. So what'd you hate about 3 specifically?
It's not funny again.
Okay.
It's like it's like the Minions. Here's what I don't get about Sonic. I'd be fine with it being the quality that it is, but it's like genuinely on par, if not worse, than like the Michael Bay Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies, the Transformers movies.
So all
the
Michael Bay.
Minions.
You're just saying, okay,
Well,
not
now
Michael
moving
Bay.
on.
Yeah.
Like the Minions, like all of these other movies that people like scoff at and laugh at because they're like bad adaptations or the Minions. This is on par with that. And I hear so many people being like, no, like they understand the fandom. It's like by passionate people for passionate people. But it's like the same passionless corporate bullshit as the Michael Bay movies, where it's like he's
just cashing in on an IP, you feel?
It's just like get Knuckles to call Tails a Pikachu, and that's the whole joke.
Gotcha.
Or like
It's fan service.
it's like, but no, it isn't. That's what I'm saying. It's not fan service. It's not them like doing callbacks to Sonic games. They do that once when he jumps out of a helicopter.
But don't they also play the Sonic song from the snowboarding one? Not the snowboarding one. It's like they played
Sing
like,
it.
They played one of like the famous, I don't know,
but they didn't play any of the Shadow the Hedgehog songs, which I was pissed about.
Yeah, that's fair.
But like it's not fan service, it's them being like Jim Carrey will say like a movie that came out in the past 5 years. And that's the whole joke.
Yeah.
And there's a scene where he like just is bussing it down in like a laser room. And I'm like, what are you doing?
It's kind of, I mean, it's BuzzFeedian almost. It's like, it feels as though it's like written by millennials kind of thing. Like the joke is that like, I remember like one of the jokes from the first one being like, Dr. Eggman is very specific about his coffee order. He was like, oh, I want like a iced mocha frappa latte, whatever the fuck. And I was like, okay, this is weird. But to me, I feel like Sonic exists as if you're a fan of it, you enjoy it. And if you're a child, you enjoy it. Like Minions.
The babies didn't like it enough. There wasn't enough laughing in my theater full of babies. I was probably the only non-baby in the theater.
That's crazy.
Surrounded by babies.
Yeah, I mean, it's kids' movie. It's kids'
They
movie,
weren't laughing
but you're
enough.
not a hyper Sonic fan.
I like Sonic. People don't think I like Sonic.
Okay.
I like Sonic enough. I like the Sonic Boom shows. Are really genuinely
Sonic
funny.
Boom is very funny.
Fucking. There's a couple of like funny jokes in this movie. But like even in terms of the fights and stuff, I was sitting next to a guy, not a baby, like grown man. And like he was like doing like YouTube reactions to the movie, not recording.
Okay.
But he was like someone that happened. He's like, yo, like he's freaking out, and good for that guy.
Okay.
It's not even that I don't like it.
Did you see the Akira bike slide?
The Akira bike slide's cool. He does it vertically.
He does it vertically.
He does it up a building.
And he does a Sasuke. He does a Sasuke ceiling stand. He does it up a building, and then he stands upside down on the bike, which is a reference to Sasuke in the 5 Kage Summit.
Well,
it's aura farming.
That's very high.
It was aura farming. He was doubling down.
But it's just like Shadow's really not in it enough. I think it's too much Robotnik because they love Jim Carrey and people love him, and he's in it twice now as like his grandfather and himself. And I wanted like more Shadow. And the fights.
People are saying they loved Jim Carrey in that movie, though. They're like, if this motherfucker wants to do 7 more movies, sign him up.
That's what I'm saying. I just don't get it.
Okay.
It's not even that I hate the movies. I just don't get it when you put it next to these other movies people unanimously hate.
So you're comparing it to like Michael Bay's Transformers.
Yeah.
Movies that, mind you, I fucking love.
You love them.
I love the Transformers movies. I love some of them.
Yeah.
I love most of them.
Yeah.
The Mark Wahlberg ones aren't great.
They're not good. 2's not great.
No, that's still Shia LaBeouf. How dare you?
Well, 3's pretty sick. When the worms are eating the skyscraper.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
But then you get into like Mark Wahlberg holding like a fucking sword gun. I don't. You just lost the plot completely.
It's all bad.
But then we get back to like when it was like what is it? Fucking Optimus Primus. Great.
Oh, Optimus Primate?
Yeah, when we get to Transformer, like War of the Beasts, great movie.
I haven't seen it.
Bumblebee, great movie. Transformers 1, great movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't. It was like, even the fights, there wasn't anything as good as Sonic versus Knuckles in the second one. Love Shadow, though, like just as a concept.
Everyone loves Shadow.
He has a little pistol, but it's like a sci-fi pistol. It's not like a Glock.
I mean, like he was like running around with like straight up Uzis back in the day. It was like actually he was like, here, we got this from Israel.
Yeah.
Like it was like you knew the fucking serial number on that thing.
Yeah, I want to see him like being an arms dealer. There's like a montage where he's like just crushing on this like human woman, and it's real fun. It's hilarious.
I like that a lot.
But yeah, I mean, I won't get too much more into it because you haven't seen it, so it's just me yapping.
I'm not gonna see it.
You should see it.
I haven't seen
For content.
I've seen 2 halfway on a movie on a flight with you.
There's less humans in this. They don't do like anything.
Here's my thing. The way that you don't get it, I don't care. I just don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's